Did y'all know I started a Kickstarter to make my very own feature film entitled Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls? Go to onyxthemovie.com, back the film, so I can go from meme to movie star. I don't know. Meow meow. Hello. Onyx the Fortuitous here. Welcome to my very first ASMR video. I don't know. I thought I would read the plot descriptions from some of my most favorite VHS movies and read from the book The Sensuous Man, as well as touch and fondle and tap a few of my favorite action figures. To start, I want to thank Deity Mics for giving me this microphone and shock mount so that I could make the best ASMR video known to man. Let's start by reading the back of my favorite 80s horror comedy, Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps. Night of the Creeps was directed and written by Fred Decker. Fred Decker. It stars Jason Lively, Steve Marshall, Jill Whitlow, and the motherfucking man, Tom Atkins. Humor mixes with horror in this chiller about a college campus being ravaged by gruesome creatures that turn their victims into zombies. The night of the formal is finally here for Chris, Cindy, and JC. It's going to be the best night of their lives, but tonight is also the night of the creeps. Creeps. From a world unknown comes a nightmare unimagined. First, they are under you, around you, inside of you. Then, you're dead. Zombies, exploding heads, creepy crawlies. They are a new breed of terror, a different kind of horror. The creeps are taking over. You never had a night like this. That is Night of the Creeps. ASMR. Next is Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead was directed by Stan Winston. It stars Lance Henriksen and John Diakino and Carrie Remsen. Oscar-winning special effects wizard Stan Winston, responsible for creating the mother alien in Aliens and the Terminator android. Now directs Pumpkinhead. His most frightening creature to date. Pumpkinhead is based on characters from American folklore and classic mythology, adding tragic accident leaves a local child dead. Torn by grief, the father, played by Lance Henriksen of Aliens and Jagged Edge, wants more than justice. He wants primitive, cold-blooded revenge. I don't know. He invokes the demon Pumpkinhead for retribution against the bikers. But as the father discovers to his horror, a grisly price must be paid. The full consequences are yet to be revealed as the film, praised as stylish and atmospheric by the Hollywood Reporter, tightens to its unexpected, unforgettable finale. That was Pumpkinhead. Fright Night. Fright Night. Fright Night. Fright Night. Fright Night is directed by Tom Holland. Meet Jerry Dandridge. He's sweet, sexy, and he likes to sleep in late. You might think he's the perfect neighbor, but before inviting Jerry in for a nightcap, there's just one thing you should know. Jerry prefers his drinks warm, red, and straight from the jugular. It's Fright Night, a horrific howl starring Chris Sarandon as the seductive vampire and William Ragsdale as the frantic teenager struggling to keep Jerry's deadly fangs out of his neck. Only 17-year-old Charlie Brewster knows Jerry's blood-curdling secret. When Charlie can't get anybody to believe him, he turns to a TV horror host, Peter Vincent, played by Roddy McDowell. Roddy McDowell, who used to be the great vampire killer of the movies. Can these mortals save Charlie and his sweetheart Amy from the wraithful bloodsuckers to the embrace? If you love being scared, Fright Night will give you the nightmare of your life. And now, let's move on to some objects. Baphomet. the sensuous man. This is the chapter called Talking During Sex. It's hard to pinpoint exactly, but at some point in the preliminaries to sex, the conversation begins to suffer. As garments are discarded and flesh is exposed, the long rhapsodic sentences of a few minutes before give way to impassioned and poorly constructed phrases and stray clauses, which yield in turn to barely intelligible grunts and words of one syllable. It happens, I'm afraid, to the most articulate of us. Literature has preserved for us the love sonnets of the great poets, but have you ever wondered what they said just before climax? It was probably, "Oh, I'm coming. Oh, fuck." In other words, when it comes to a way with words, sexual intercourse is the great equalizer. Every man is a poet. The reason is partly physical. The more excited you get, the more breathless you become. It's hard to slip in a well-turned phrase between all those gasps, grunts, and moans. Thank you for joining me on my first ASMR journey. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and make sure you stay sensuous. Meow meow.
Did y'all back my Kickstarter yet? Yeah, you haven't? Well, why not? Go to onyxthemovie.com and back my Kickstarter so I can be more than a meme. # more than a meme.